Perfect.
Hello everybody, this is Faith here, and today we've got a game of Deathmatch for you, but real quick, I just want to get this out of the way. At the beginning of this match, I was just kind of going into it cold turkey, and so a lot of this start up was just me kind of waking up as far as gaming goes, and you'll see as the game progresses, I improve a lot, and eventually it all goes well. However, the gameplay isn't actually something I wanted to talk about today. What I did want to talk about was a couple of things that have been bothering me as far as Assassin's Creed and the Assassin's Creed community goes. And the first thing on that list is just the state of the community in itself, where everyone has this mentality of feeling the need to judge other people for their playstyles or their ability choices. And I just don't think that's right. I think that if you have a problem with someone's ability choices or their playstyle, instead of flaming them or making troll montage videos and telling them how bad they suck and yada yada yada, you need to look at two things. The first thing being, is that tactic beating you? Because if that tactic's beating you, then regardless of how much you may or may not like what they're doing, it's working. And so that's not a problem with them, that's a problem with you. And you need to address something to get around that tactic. The second thing that you can do is, if the first thing does not apply, then you can try to pull them aside, maybe send them a message being like, hey, this is what you're doing, and this is why this isn't working, and if you like, maybe try to get a hold of them and see if you can show them why what they're doing is working and try to improve them as a player. By doing one or possibly both of these things, you are not only getting better as a player yourself, you're even possibly making someone else a better player by showing them the faults with their playstyle or their tactics. And by doing that, you are making each other better players, and that is what makes the community better. The other thing that I wanted to talk about today was smoke bomb, which is a subject that is just talked about to death within this community. And if I wanted to sit on the forums and try to count the smoke bomb threads or go through YouTube and count the smoke bomb videos, I would be literally here for forever. However, in all of these, there are several things that get brought up, or several different points that get brought up. The first one that is commonly brought up is that smoke bomb is overpowered simply because a lot of people use it. And this just purely is not the case. A lot of people, to draw a parallel, a lot of people said that Sagat in Vanilla Street Fighter 4, when he came out, that he was broken or overpowered. Scratch that. Sagat was broken and overpowered. However, if you look at Evolution, the biggest fighting game tournament in North America, possibly even the world, the year that Vanilla Street Fighter 4 came out, there is not a single Sagat in the top 8. And that tells you something. That tells you that your good players will find, all your good players found ways around Sagat without beating Sagat, without using Sagat. And I believe this same rule holds true for Smoke Bomb as well. Whereas your players will, your good players will use tactics to get around Smoke Bomb, such as going for an acro, using poison darts, using wipe, using gun, preemptive tripwire mines, as I've shown in one of my other videos, I got around an offensive smoke bomb with it. And of course, the different abilities have they're weighted differently, and some of them are more desirable than others and are useful in different scenarios than others. However, if you have a problem with these abilities, or you consider yourself above using these abilities, then that's a problem not with the ability. That is a problem with you. And I know for a lot of people that's hard to hear, that they have a problem. But the problem is that, not necessarily that you may be a bad player, you may be very fond of a particular play style or of a particular ability set or sets that just aren't conductive to beating Smoke Bomb, to getting around that play style. My whole thing is that I think you should do what you need to do to beat what's giving you problems. There are so many things that get around this one ability that if you're not incorporating one of these, then what are you doing? If you keep going at a situation multiple times, if you're going at the situation the same way, expecting different results, then at the end of each of those attempts, it's just going to end with you sitting in a pile of sadness, clutching your teeth, and possibly even posting a thread on the Ubisoft forums. But it's just not going to happen. And I know the word adapt gets thrown around a lot, which is why I'm trying to not use that word. But it's very much true. Find what is giving you problems and fix it, because it's not the ability. With a 100-second cooldown, we're talking base and crafted, you can only use Smoke Bomb very few times within the course of a match, yielding you not very many points, considering it's not going to be effective every time. Granted, there are modes where the ability has more value, like Assassinate, because it allows for not only the stun, but the grounded and a bunch of other things. However, all the counters, all the environmental counters in that mode still hold true. So while Smoke Bomb may be considered the equivalent to like a top tier in Assassinate, it's still possible to get around it. However, a lot of people carry it not because they're addicted to the ability or have that mindset of, oh my god, I gotta have Smoke Bomb, but it's just more of, it's what they're accustomed to, or it's the play style that they're used to. And so why would they not do it? Especially if something is giving you trouble that someone else is doing, why would they stop doing it? Until you can find your way around that brick wall, they're just going to keep getting you with the same tactic over and over and over and over, and there's no reason for them to deviate. You're the one that needs to deviate. You're the one that needs to find a way around it. It's not on them. It's on you. Well, that's out of my system. This match is wrapping up. I hope I don't get too much harassment for this. But these are my thoughts. Leave comments below. Like, subscribe, let me know what you guys think. And with this match winding down, I'll just sign off. And I hope everyone has a nice day.